What's up, everybody? Welcome to Other Space FM. I'm Jason the Ape.
And I'm Nana.
Now let's get into it, guys. Heavy Metal Forge Live gameplay day 10. I killed the intro. So pumped about it.
You did
So
it.
I knew who I was today. Stoked to be here with you again, buddy. 10 days in a row of us streaming. We got 11 more to go for season one. Every day, different community members. Stoked to have an old faithful at this point, and someone new for the first time to the stream. But first, how you doing today?
Doing well, man. Just came back from swimming lessons, and in the meantime, I was working on some voting strategy. So even
Nice,
though I
nice.
couldn't attend my forge, I was connecting with a few other people to be like, "Yo, you know what? We definitely should get something set up so we can make this routine."
Sick. So you're learning to swim?
Yeah.
Just kidding, just kidding. All right, let's say what's up to our homies. Today we got Costa, Cost Effective, aka an OG, a homie. Welcome, dude. How you doing today?
Yo, what's good? Just living it up, taking care of these heavy metals, petting away, and just trying the best I can to maintain and pick up all the shit. So,
Yeah.
That's a metaphor for life right there, isn't it?
right, that's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Well, thank you for hanging out. Let's say what's up to our other friend today, Festige. Welcome back. I think this is your third time hanging out, each time full of more knowledge. I think close to a ridiculous amount of deeds, but just welcome back, homie. How you doing? All right, sick, sick, awesome. Well,
Well, Steve, you're muted right now, so I'm not sure if
Oh, my bad.
there we go.
I'm just cleaning up some tiles right now and doing some of my votes.
I love it. Good call, Sean. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just roll with it, see what's happening, man. See, this is what Festige is working on. Just there's no time to be wasted. How many deeds are you running? Deeds. Jeez, that's so hard for me.
It's
How
all
many
good.
forges are you currently running right now?
Right now, 56. So
Woo,
it's a little crazy.
that's a lot.
Nice,
That
nice.
sounds fun though.
You got like a little spreadsheet strategy going on there.
Yeah, here I'll pull it up for you guys
Yeah,
in
what's
a
the
little
alpha
bit.
there?
It's just to stay organized as much as I can. Like these are all the
Yeah.
people I'm voting for, like each number. So I can kind of just go through like nine through eight's the one. I'll search that up in the Forge, and then I'll go through. I'll be like, okay, vote one, I do 198. Vote two, I do one. Vote three, I do 578. I just fill it in as the day goes on. You got to keep track with this many.
Yeah, I totally agree. In fact, I started a spreadsheet earlier today. That's kind of what I was saying. When I wasn't at my computer, I was like, oh, you know what? I need to get organized on like my routine, especially with the energy voting, because it can get really challenging just going in every single day fresh, just searching for votes. You know what I mean? So if
Yeah,
people are committed to jumping on Forge like every day, then you definitely want to get in touch with those people, because if they're willing to exchange a vote for that day, that could take a little load off of yourself.
yeah, it 100% helps. I've gotten I trade votes daily now with RNG and the guys who run the number one, so that's a huge help. They can cover two of my votes, vote for votes on each mech each day, which is really nice.
That's awesome. I think that's part of the fun community aspect is learning what to do with those votes you get as you exponentially grow your energy, right? So that's something Sean and I had been talking about for most of our game strategy had been energy farming, really trying to get the highest amount you could. And I thought it was awesome yesterday, Sean. I don't know if you saw it. I'll look for the tweet in a moment by Spencer, but he referenced that like the energy equals batteries and batteries equal time in the rift or something. So, Spencer's always out here dropping alpha, but the one that I thought was the most interesting was season two mixes it up, right? Season two is 11 days away, guys. So I know it seems like a grind, but it's going to come really fast.
What
So
is
for
he?
all,
What's he referring to in
let's
this?
see, Dr. Novo tweeted out, can someone make an unofficial leaderboard ranking heavies based on forge capacity, number of tiles, levels, and objects built? Could be a great reference to use and choose who to vote for.
Hmm.
Currently, you have a literally shitty forge and still ranking high. Social voting is cool and all, and all that. But to base the whole leaderboard on it is a tad lame, to be honest. Missing rarity rewards for the actual gamers. So that was when he said season 2 mixes it up. So
Hey,
that gets me excited. That's interesting. How are they going to mix it up? How does the voting play in?
that sounds good to me.
Right.
I
So
think we were anticipating that, but we're in season 1 and it's about a week in, so we still have 2 weeks of this current mechanism. So you know people who are just getting started right now, or who haven't really began to participate, we got 2 short weeks that are coming up. So if you haven't been participating in getting some votes in, at least get plus 15 points,
yeah, yeah.
each day.
That doesn't seem too hard if find a decent community. I think a lot of people have been using the other space Discord community fairly well to have some fun, but to leverage some votes to each other as well.
Yeah,
Let's
every day. I go in there every day. Like as soon as 1 o'clock hits, it's easy for me because I'm normally in the office at 1 o'clock when the time will reset East time. So as soon as 1 o'clock rolls around, I got to get it done for the day before. So I'm in there and trading votes, and it's easy enough. It takes me, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes to knock out. Uh, I don't know, what's it, 5 votes to get to the 550 energy.
Well, that's something we were talking about a little bit earlier is like what's the range? And we talked about this yesterday too with the ranges for for the amp, the legendary, the epic, right? Um, all you have to do there's no reward for first through fifth. That's just the flex, right? So, Prestige, ask someone like yourself, you're grinding out so many forges here. What are you trying to do? Place a few in the top just to get
Yeah.
that?
So right now, here I'll pull up the one I just saw. My bad. Um, right now I've been going for 2 in the top 50. So this is the one I have. This is one of them. He's fifth
Hey,
right now.
fifth. All right.
I'm not sure if the other one has gotten the votes on it yet, because I know like a bunch of people still owe me votes, But
Yeah.
I'm just going for 2 top 50 this season because I was delegated to a day late, or it was like 2 or 3 days late actually. So
Yeah.
I'm a little behind on there. So I can't like, if I were to start from the beginning, I would just go for top 150 every day, or like something like that, and just go for the 24 points a day instead of having to go for the top 50, because it'd be a lot. I could per se maybe get 3 or 4, because top 50 is a bloodbath recently. It's crazy in the last hour.
It's
Let's
been
do that.
tough to get 24 points for me, man. Like
You
every
have
time
the
I
ring.
wake up, right now I'm in the run for 20 points, but all of yesterday I was like in 150th place, 24 points, like was ready to go. But then, you know, as soon as I like quit and started over after the daily leaderboard resets, it shows that I got I got 20 points. So, I keep getting knocked out of that 24 point, area, and it's not easy. You got to have a ton of votes. I think I had like 16 votes yesterday and still got 20 points. So, it's not easy.
It's definitely not. I'm averaging about 35 votes a
Jason,
day.
am I not hearing anyone? Shit, sorry.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
All
you.
right. I'm averaging about 35 votes a day and I'm slipping every day in position. So it's interesting. The consistency is really crucial. I've noticed that there's about 10, 15 people that have the exact same amount of points as I do. So who's going to miss a day? Who's not going to show up? It's not going to be me. I'll be here every day.
Not
You know,
me.
not me, buddy. I did fall asleep early for the Friday night 4G, by the way. I heard that shit was super fun. Uh, I kicked it off at 6 and the drinks they were flowing. So by 2 drinks I fell asleep.
9:30. I'm out.
Yeah, I was out. But I heard good things. People were having fun.
We had
Uh
so much fun, man. And shout out to everyone that came through in the Discord. We were partying it up, listening to music, having
I love
fun in
that.
the chat, throwing gifts up. It
So
was just
Costa,
a good time.
I love that. Were you there last night?
I was there. That was pretty funny. Nana was leading the parade.
I heard Nana's a killer DJ. I heard Vicky isn't so bad herself. So shout out to the community for having some musical taste. I came in right now. They're playing in Gangnam Style, and I swear to God, I was clicking the button to Gangnam Style. I was like, so also, hey, here's a learn for anyone out there who's been playing on a laptop like myself. There is a function you can change in settings to just tap. And so I have been doing this with the trackpad, taking my fingers straight vertically and going like this, boom, two at a time, and it's going way faster. And I'm not
Ooh.
and I'm not clicking the laptop, it's just softly touching it. You know what I mean? So
Tap to click.
Pro
yeah,
tips. Pro
that was the
tips.
pro tip. All right, Costa. Well, let's jump over to yours, man. Let's see your forge. Flex your forge. This is the time, sir.
All right, all right. So let's see. I've got 2 forges. This is my OG. This is the one that I got with the ticket that I had. Let's see. I don't know the best way to actually, maybe this is the best way to actually zoom in and see. So I got the Twin Hawks, I got the Tony Hawks and button on top. So
Like that.
pretty cool.
Nice, nice.
Then first thing I did was I actually just connected all my portals, not realizing what I was doing. So I just like have this nice boardwalk with, greet cows, cows that greet you at every portal. So now I'm busy just leveling up all my platforms right now, my blocks, and then I think I can upgrade these forges or portals one more time, and then unlock this next one. So
Love it.
that's where we're at with the first one. And
All right,
then
so
I
real
guess,
quick, so you
yeah,
haven't
yeah, yeah.
activated any of the other ones, right?
I activated, yeah. So I've activated the first one, and then I
Okay.
actually skipped the second one and activated the third one.
Oh, nice. And that has the clean slate and no shit as the portal reward, which
Right. So like
Oh,
being
what?
able to have that as the portal reward every time they hop in that instead of like the first one, it just cleans it. So
Ooh.
I lose all my shit and I never have to clean this one
I
for the
didn't
most
put
part.
that together. So every portal has a different reward. I wasn't looking at that
Yeah.
at all.
Yep. Yeet mode for the second one, and then this fourth one has the vibin. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I need to double check the vibin one. I think I might have been going to that one as the next one. I wasn't sure. I think that's a building one,
Okay.
and that's pretty good power up to have. So yeah, I think it's you build 20% faster without getting angry or something. So that's a good one to have. So you can actually just do, yeah. To unlock the third one, you'll still have to do 60 slots.
Oh,
Okay.
wait,
Check in the
real
chat.
quick.
So, yeah.
So you got the first one, you got the first portal unlocked, right?
Yep.
Boom. And how many times did you end up leveling that up?
Right now I'm max as level as I can with the
6.
limited number at so I'm level 6,
All right,
and once I
perfect.
get these all to 12, I'll upgrade these next.
So then you went over to portal number 2, but you're like, you know what? Instead of activate, I'm gonna keep building out this bridge. And
Yeah,
then
I didn't have
went,
enough, so I just kind of instinctively built the other bridge, and then I noticed the perks were different, and there were 2.
Oh.
do you
So that's
remember
when yeah.
how much it took for you to activate that portal right there?
The same number it would have taken to open this one.
Great.
Yeah.
So 30 tiles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, number of tiles. Yeah, 30 tiles, and then the same like booster. Like because I know this one's
Cool.
300,000. So
Yep.
it wasn't 300,000. It was whatever it normally costs to open the second portal.
Perfect.
So,
That's kind of what I wanted to know. Is like it doesn't matter which portal, but it's just a matter of, did you already activate a certain portal, and then each portal has its own requirement, but it doesn't matter which one you go to. It's still the same requirements regardless of which portal you go to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's cool. All right. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
something
absolutely.
I learned today that was kind of foolish based on what you just showed us. I started a new heavy metal today, and I built out 10 tiles. Didn't activate the portal and erase 6 tiles because I was like, "Oh, I built 10. Cool. That's all I needed." So they have to actually be built, like physically built in the
Right.
game too. So, that's just something for people out there. If you need 10 tiles, there has to be 10 tiles laid down.
I have
or
a little
30 or 60 or whatever it is.
I have a little tip for you, Baron. What I've been doing, this isn't a good example because this was one that just got messed up. But if you're just doing the 4x4 strat, like what I've been doing, I don't even level this portal up. Like I'll unlock it, I'll place my 10 and then unlock it and then delete them. But I like to level up my tiles first, like all the way up to level 8. So then when I'm petting it, I'm getting way more energy, so I can kind of get through my upgrades quicker and then like throw them off into another tab.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the alpha realizations is level those first 4 tiles up as quickly as you can. I agree. That's a great strat. So Costa, what's the other forge you're working on? Because there looked like a lot more to it.
You're muted.
Yo, you're muted. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that I couldn't like delete platforms once they were connected, or made a pathway. So that's why I have just the platforms all around, and I knew I had to minimize it because I needed to build later. Um, so this one I actually just condensed it in this corner because I wanted to actually do something with it, and I knew I was going to need more spaces. So I'm actually building just a little room here, and then I'm going to build this second boardwalk up. I have these all leveled up to level 10 and 11, a couple 12s, and I'm going to build this one out as a boardwalk up to the third portal as well, and I'm gonna just decorate it out. So this one's just a little bit more, I guess, aesthetically pleasing than just the boardwalk with the open ocean or whatever you want, whatever it is. So that's kind of the only difference. Is just I condensed it more and focused on building one corner and one portal before moving on to the next one. Now I can't even I don't even have enough capacity on this one to max it out because I need 500k. So I actually have to get to the next platform or portal.
Have you thought to break any tiles down, or you just decided like, hey, I'm gonna rock with this and figure it out?
So I kind of figured I was gonna need them anyway. So like I did. So actually for this one, what I did is I spent the first like day literally making and destroying level 1 tiles. So as far as my objects go, I've gotten all the destroy tile objects. So like 50 tiles destroyed is the toilet, and then 175 is the toxic barrels. I think there's something for 100 somewhere. But so I unlocked a lot of the destroy. I probably did 150. This is so I get a droid, like a minion. So for 100 tiles destroyed. So I built and then broke down because there was only 4 tiles. So it was real quick. It was like 5 or 6 seconds to build and destroy. So I did all that and I got the blueprints for it. And I'm just kind of building it out. I'm going to send these toxic barrels, like pipes from these toxic barrels here and under, and then somewhere else. But like, so I did the destroy, and I know I'm going to need tiles anyway. So I'm going to build an aesthetically pleasing base while I'm at it at this point.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Sean, what do you got on your screen? You got some interesting looking items that you keep finding cool items as well. And I think as we're going on, we're all starting to get a few different cool items from building, destroying, and different tasks. What do you got up?
Yeah, I think this is something that kind of came up if you voted 10 days in a row, which I guess it's 10 days, right? So if you voted 10 days in a row, we got a lolly plant and these palm leaves, and these palm leaves are a vibe. So I was looking at that. I saw Sarah Stargirl post that, and I was like, oh man, we unlocked that if you voted for 10 days in a row. And I'm really excited to kind of see that right there.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
and then this one's pretty cool too. It's kind of wild, but this one right here is super vibe.
Yeah, I was wondering what to put on my boardwalk. I'm gonna put those.
I got some of these earlier, and I thought they were cool. The red soil.
Ooh.
Exactly. This is my favorite one. Hug shrooms. This is incredibly cool. And then Sean, I had these as well because I thought these were really spectacular and really look cool.
Oh wow,
those leaves are really cool.
Yeah, can you go back? So what was the red soil? How did you unlock that?
The red soil is unlock condition 15 objects built.
Okay.
So that's what
Okay.
you get for that. The
That's
hug
cool.
shroom, you used 100 power ups. So that means coming out of the portal and the combination of power ups. You voted 10 days in a row, like you had just said, and you got both of those. So was able
Very cool.
to turn it into something quite cool. Let me show you what's coming of it real quick. And this is a mushroom garden that's starting to be created right here.
That's awesome. Oh, that's great to know how big those mushroom shrooms are. Or the
Yeah, they're
hugging shrooms. I
Yeah.
didn't realize they were that big. That's awesome.
Whoa, dude, this is looking really good. This is yours?
No, this is NFT Travelers. I play hers during the live streams because they're running on this computer and the laptop has all mine and it's just easier. But this
Oh,
is
nice.
pretty beautiful. I was amazed with what she had created earlier, and the mushroom garden is pretty nice. And
Very
then
cool.
the chef's kiss, the no dog shit right here.
Gotta love
Love
it.
it.
That's for
Love it.
Coda. That's
Yeah,
for
I
your
like how the
dog on
Yeah.
hustle.
I like
Dude,
how the
Coda
code
finally
thing goes in the computer.
I know that's oh yeah, this is super cool shit. Let's jump over to Nana and let's take a peek at what you're building. What have your
Oh, dude,
forges how have they
it's
escalated
the
over the last
same
10 days?
as the last like 3 days. I'll be honest with you, dude.
Well, what's your energy bank? Has it grown significantly?
Actually, yeah, you know what? Sorry, let me get this click on. I'm just leveling up right now. I'm starting to get this going. I'm working on level 16. So as you can see, I'm getting quite close. You're not going in there. And then yeah, start to chug away on these level 16 tiles. After that, on this one, kind of the same thing. Oh, you're not going in there. Click. um, when they don't have like a huge portal storage, like I'd rather not have them in the portal for a good amount of time. Like go into that one, you know what I'm saying? Like don't go in here. So sometimes like yeah, if you it almost tries to like catch you slipping if you're not paying attention. So yeah, man, I got a nice little level 17 right here. Just getting these bad boys up to level 16. That's the kind of name of the game. The energy bank right now, 1.6 on this one. 1.6 on this, and 1.6 on the most recent night. And
So
so yeah,
I wanted to
slow
ask
and
you this,
steady,
Sean.
slow and
With,
steady.
with this strategy, right? We're kind of like more or less by the end of this day, we'll be kind of halfway through season 1, right?
Yeah.
Today's 10 days. We got about 11 and a half days left, more or less. When does the design and the, the need for more tiles, when do you think that kicks into your growth pattern?
I think it's after this next portal upgrade. Once I get to level 16 on portals 1 and 2, I'm going to start venturing out. I think it's time. I have a good amount of energy and the forge capacity. So that's one of the reasons why I asked Costa, like, what was the requirement for that third portal? Because I think at least on one of them, I want to build across to that one instead of going straight up to, the portal that's up here. I'd rather try and connect to this portal and then see if I can get unlock that, activate it with 60 tiles, and then have that clean slate, no shit power up, because that's so annoying. I hate cleaning up shit. So, so I want to do that. And then, was also thinking about after I get and unlock that third portal with 60 tiles, instead of deleting it to start leveling up the average tile number, I'm wondering if I should just go for 90 at that point and just kind of like lay out 90 tiles, activate that other portal, and then consolidate, because I'm already going up from like, 9 tiles all the way to 30. I'm thinking maybe I'll just go for the 60 while I'm at it as well, get that third portal, and then I'll start to consolidate it and start to level up those other portals. But at least I'm kind of like focusing up front on leveling up these 2 portals to give me enough, energy, so I'm not spending all this time upgrading tiles later.
I was just gonna say, I think that's a very interesting and quite possibly a brilliant idea because you'd have to build the 60 all over again if you took them down, right? So why not just build out the 90 and then subtract what you don't want from it and kind of almost do your design in a subtraction method, I think. That could be interesting.
Yeah, a few people have been bringing it up because we're all kind of getting to that point where we're making our way over to the 3rd portal. You know what I'm saying? So after you build it to 60, you just need another 30 to get to that 90 mark, right? So I'm thinking just build out that 60, really focus on upgrading these 2 portals up front, and then, build some nice clean paths where I can focus on averaging up those tiles in the meantime. But, I'm going to have to increase the quantity to unlock these other portals pretty soon. So.
Costa, I gotta ask you, and you're any of you actually are welcome to answer this question, but I've thought this and shared this the last few days. Do you think we're building our own game board that at some point we're gonna need to run around and play on, or is it particular maybe something else?
So I think it's interesting. I definitely think there's something else going on. I don't know if it's good. It'll be a game board, but it's definitely like some of these objects are defensive mechanisms. Like we've got blades, we've got spike tiles, we've got cannons. Something makes me think that like at some point things might be coming out of the portals and into our base, and like we may need to have our heavies defend them at some point somehow, like passively, whether whatever helps these objects, maybe they will bump them off the platforms or something. I don't know what. I guess maybe your main health station or your crafting tiles, maybe that's like where your home base is that you need to protect or something. But I've been thinking about that, and just like I feel like there's something more that'll happen with these bases or forges. Like I really think like the energy that we have, something will be a forge is where you make things. And so like I think we're going to also be here making weapons, and this is going to be our home base for when we go do into the rift and do the dungeon crawling. And so like the energy capacity here will help build better weapons. Oh, you need 1 million energy capacity to forge this thing, or you need something like that. So that's what I think. I think if you have resources here, you might be able to use them. Something like all the mushrooms you've planted, maybe they can be utilized in another way to like craft weapons or used as ammo or something, make toxic stuff. So I've been thinking a lot about just, but I do think that something else will be done with these forges that we're building now.
I honestly think that it might just be a recharge station, because did you guys read Spencer's tweet about the batteries? Let me see.
No, I missed it.
I think we referenced it earlier, but I couldn't find it exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. We have it in the Discord under the alpha channel, the heavy metal alpha channel. So can certainly bring that up.
Yeah. If someone else, or I might be able to get it really quick here.
In the meantime, what do you got? What do you got up, Sean? You got something else up?
I was looking at some tweets earlier, info to know ahead of the rift, slow and steady. To enter the rift, you'll need to have at least one connection to it through a tile or through connecting and unlocking or unlocking the portal attached to the rift portal. So was just trying to understand what he means by this, but yeah, you'll need to have at least one connection to it. So, just build your way up, essentially. But
didn't they say you just needed one tile, Sean, to get an Evo 2?
No,
one tile to get an amp.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then I got you. And you need 3 of those. Okay. All right. Festige, what do you got up? Did you find it?
Yeah. So I'll read it out really quick and then we'll kind of go over it. He says, this was replying to RNG. Little wee bit of alpha. Rift travel equals batteries. Batteries equal require energy. Making more energy equals more battery power, but also less vote and build power. So it seems like almost like when you're not in your forge, you're not gonna like once you go through the rift, you're gonna need like these batteries with you, and you're gonna need to charge them every single time after going out on a mission. And so the larger capacity you have, the longer you can adventure the rift. So but when you do that, you're spending your energy, so then you won't have those daily votes. It almost seems like you might only be able to do 3 votes instead of your 7 votes because you're spending all that energy trying to traverse the rift.
So then it becomes a question of what's more important to you, to go in the rift and have that energy, or to get on the leaderboard for whatever that reward or purpose is.
Yeah, essentially, we don't know like what there is on the other side of that rift or going through the rift, but I think it's going to be rewarding. There's like this element of discovery that we're having to face dangers as well as possible like treasures. So hopefully we get to see that. I like this because this is kind of going back to that initial tweet that we just read about entering the rift will need at least one connection to it through a tile or through connecting and unlocking the portal that's attached to the rift portal. And then Orangey said, how much energy will you need? And Spencer said, enough to enter the portal, but the more you have, the longer you can traverse through the rift. Energy is your fuel. And like Rondo to plants, it's what heavies crave to fuel their exploration. And Orangey said, theoretically, I can enter the rift with just enough energy to activate. I don't know that I have that much. I can't spend too much in it. And so, yeah, it kind of leads into like the alpha here is talking about these batteries. And this is just going to be interesting, just good context for what's to come and why having that forge capacity and how it may translate to, the battery amount.
That
This is gonna be
Brondo, I haven't
fascinating.
seen that. That Brondo quote is the most hysterical thing to me.
What is that from Idiocracy?
Yeah, and like there's like a couple like spoof. I think they're spoof commercials, or I don't know if somebody just made them, but they're on YouTube, and it's just Brondo the Thirst Mutilator, and like they're the most ridiculous, nutty commercials you'll ever see. We got the greatest flavor, gun, and it's just like absolutely nuts. And so like yeah, it's like you don't want water. That's what water comes from the toilet. Plants drink from the toilet, and you're just like, oh my god. So like that just took me back one for that. That's hysterical. Yeah, I suggest you look those up.
Hey, shout out to Spencer Tucker for always dropping the culturally appropriate. Like, you just feel like he's one of us. Like he gets it. I don't really have any desire to fade Yuga at this point because of the team they're formulating. But Spencer, he's been putting out some killer tweets. The engagement that he does, sometimes he's trolling us, sometimes he's dropping alpha. You can't tell which one. Sometimes he's doing both at the same time. Kind of like that, to be honest with you. It's been fun.
Yo, Spencer, if you're watching this, dude, follow me back. It's about time. Don't make me simp anymore for a follow.
Gee, Spencer followed me back. I'm surprised he hasn't followed you back yet.
Oh man, we're gonna have to make some tweets happen later.
No, but that's the thing. I don't want to be simping on the timeline,
bro. Like you stalk us, but you won't follow, huh? All right. No, but either way, it's fun to see all the additions too. I keep seeing more and more talented people being added to the Yuga team. They're spending money on the payroll, which means they're building something special. And we got the Legends of the Mara teaser the other day. Shit, that was just Thursday. That's going to be fun on top of this 10KTF season 2. Sean and I definitely are going to start to make some other videos about that stuff separate from our dailies. because the dailies are dope, but there's still a lot of information coming. So we're going to make sure to do our redigestions and turn a 4-hour video into at least an hour each time. That's our promise to you guys.
Yeah, excited to just create more content around this. We've been doing the live streams, but I think we're about due for like a week 1 recap, just kind of put things into like a brief summary, maybe some quick lessons learned if you're getting started today. But I wanted to pull this up. Bastard said, I developed a new strategy today for my 60 tile build. I'm going to focus my tile upgrades on my permanent path. And once I unlock the 4th portal, I'll be deleting all redundant paths. So, what we can see here is he's building out these paths and then leveling these up. And then he's going to start to fill in some of these other ones just to accumulate more tiles and get that quantity count up. And then we'll eventually delete some of those too. But he'll keep the main paths regardless. You know what I mean? So he's working out the main path, upgrading those, and then he'll find these areas that he can just lay some tiles and not feel bad about deleting afterwards. So thanks for sharing this, Bastard.
Yeah, that's a great strategy, Sean. I really didn't think about it before because I had thought, when I get to that next 60 build, I was just anticipating not erasing them at all. But there's going to be creative ways to do it, especially if we know that the energy equals essentially votes and batteries. You're going to have to play it smart. Like what's more important to you and kind of how are we going to accomplish that? So a lot of strategy goes into this game. It's not simply what I thought it was at the beginning by any means.
Yeah, and you know what? Thanks for sharing that, Strat. Here's a nice upvote for you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you, Bastard.
That's awesome, man.
Nice.
So, Costa, what do you got going on the rest of the day on your forges? What's your strat for the rest of the day?
Still grind. Actually, so still leveling up a little bit on here aesthetically now that I've got enough money to get the toxic barrels, which were like 200K. I dumped on that, and then I'm going to start to build this platform out because I need to upgrade or get to this next portal before I can upgrade this, and that I need more capacity. So I'll be upgrading, laying out that boardwalk, and then upgrading that boardwalk as well.
That's definitely going to be a process and a grind, and a lot of it has to be thought out so you can figure out how to make the next right move, whatever that may be. So best of luck, man. I'm sure I'll see you in the Discord from time to time throughout the night. I'll be in there. I'm sure Sean will be in there. Festige will be in there. It is a fun place to hang out. It is a fun place to play the game together. It's efficient for a lot of the extras. Our community has developed, the 1-for-1 voting energy trades. We have a Twitter socials, channel there that gets people those votes as well. So I really appreciate everyone coming through and helping out with all that. Festige, what's one of your goals for the rest of the day?
Well, first I want to get all my mechs to the ability, like this is my little spreadsheet over here. So I need to get the rest of these mechs to be able to do 6 votes. So I really just have my knights left to do because these are upgrading right now, the yellow ones. So I have just those to do. I want to give a little bit of alpha though here before we go. I have 2 little things.
Okay.
So first thing, I suggest if you have votes to do, doing your vote for votes first and then saving the votes you can do for your own mechs till last, because then I can be like, oh, I'm already in the top 50. I can go delegate all these votes to other mechs I had to get them epic ranks or whatever, give them like 20 votes. And this this is like, I don't know what this is like a little bit of alpha. So you see my screen, right? I have like 30 tabs open up here. You're probably wondering like how the heck do I do that? Well, I found this is major alpha. This is major alpha. So you hit on, I don't know how to do it on Mac, but you hit control and then you scroll wheel out. So you're like zooming out and you'll keep going. And eventually oh wait, it might not do anymore. Hold on. Oh, I have to be full screen, my bad. So you'll see like my screen glitches like that, right? Now it's all white here. So you're using way less RAM to have all these tabs open, and you can still come in here and do your fame.
Oh wow!
So now I can have all the mechs open. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
without
That's
any like
bonkers.
there's zero lag on like any. That's a little bit of alpha for everyone.
That's a major alpha for about 10 people out there that are running 50 plus heavies, but I'm sure that made a big difference to some people for sure.
yeah. You know what? That's cool that you find stuff like that out. Yeah, for Siege, what are some of the other things you're working through beside, now that you're managing over 50 heavies, besides going through the hurdle of opening up all those tabs, what are some other things that you had to like figure out and consider? Maybe there's other people that are starting to pick up some delegated heavies to them, and maybe there's some best practices.
Step one, you just need to get a spreadsheet and take the whatever it is to write out all your numbers, so you just have everything tracked. I suggest doing like I tally up my daily votes of how many I've done for each mech. So at the end, like tomorrow, I'm not scrambling to see which ones have votes. I can just jump around. It's all about staying organized. Like with this many, if you have that many, you gotta take the extra time and organize yourself, because it'll be crazy.
Okay, I like that. Spreadsheets are definitely something that right from the jump you got a spreadsheet going for the Twitter votes, and now I'm starting to do it for myself to do like more managing my vote for votes on people who are committed to vote back with, and so that's been really, really helpful.
And then, like I was saying before, if you're just starting out on like a bunch of new heavies, I play like when I'm leveling them up, like usually on my spreadsheet, like I'll have 10 of these things yellow, but I'm just like I just want to finish up these Celestials because there are ones that were kind of messed up. I'll usually be playing 10 at a time when I'm initially leveling them up, and then I don't even really I unlock the portal like I said, and I just upgrade my tiles as much as I can, because when you're petting them, the higher your tiles are leveled up, the more energy you're getting, and the more energy you get AFK, which is a lot of like if you have a lot of mechs, a lot of the energy you're getting is from leaving all your tabs open. So like the sooner you have higher level tiles, the quicker you can get your votes done every day. Because I spent like even with having like all these people that like I have a deal with to do daily votes with, I still have to go and do a lot of singular vote for votes with people, and that's a lot. That's why. And if you need votes, go into other Space FM's voting section, because I'm usually in there, and like I have like 100 or 200 votes I have to do vote for vote every day with people. So
we've gotten a pretty good group of people that have integrity that are in that energy vote channel, so it's been pretty consistent. I love seeing the best practices happen. Yeah, you know what? A few of us were doing this last night as well, but just a couple things I wanted to share. For Siege, as you opened up one of those new heavies, you had that screen where it was like the heavy and it was kind of like portaling through to the forge, right?
Yeah.
On a Mac, you can open up QuickTime Player and then go to File, New Screen Recording, and you're able to, capture a video of that screen. And I'm not sure what screen capture software, Windows either comes with or whatever there might be. But what's nice is able to kind of just screen capture it and then come up with a cool like a cool GIF that you can create. Man, how come I can't click on this thing? So that way you could put this into the channel and just have like a cool little GIF that you can put with your number, your heavy number.
That's dope as hell.
Yeah, so we're a couple of us were doing that in the Discord last night. If you need help with it, I'll do it for free or for a vote. You know, so
Yeah, do it for a vote.
I could do that. I could hand out a vote for that.
yeah, so the main thing is find a way to capture your screen during that shift, where you select it. Once you capture that, you can turn it into a GIF, add some cool text, and if you need help with that part, send me your screen capture and I'll help you out.
I love that, man. That's awesome. That's actually really cool. I saw that earlier. I was wondering how you did it. I think how a lot of people have started to put their heavy metals into their Discord, names so that people can quickly see what they're
Mhm.
trading for is quite clever as well. But like you said, we've worked on some best practices now that we're in day 10. We have a good idea of who's trustworthy, who's showing up, who we need receipts from. I like to give a receipt to everyone regardless, just
Mhm.
because it helps me with my own bookkeeping. So, like Festige said, he has hundreds of votes to give out a day. I'm not in that boat at all, but it still gets confusing with like 10, 15 votes. So, you want to make sure you find whatever works for you and then just make it over and over and over until it becomes just the system you have.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Well, this has been a cool hangout. We've been vibing for a while. I think we'll cut it short in a moment and just wrap it up. Festige has all these votes, so if you're looking for votes to one, or any of us, actually, I'll have some votes. I'm excited to keep getting more and more energy each day, which gives more opportunity to trade with everyone. So we'll kind of go around the room. I asked Costa, what your goal is for the rest of the day, but what are you just doing with the rest of your Saturday, anyways, homie? Just hanging, vibing.
Vibing. I spent all day in a car dealership. The lady got a car today, so we were doing that since like
Ooh.
11 a.m. So I'm just vibing. I need to do some votes, like you said. I missed all my voting time, so I got to go in, get some one for ones, and stack some
Nice,
votes. So I'll be in there.
nice.
But yeah,
Yo,
I'm just
Costa,
vibing
I
the rest of
got
the
you,
day.
man. I got you on at least
Hell yeah!
3.
All right, bet. Let's
Let's
do it.
go. Let's
Don't
go.
sign off after this.
All right, bet. Yeah,
We'll
that
just
sounds
knock them
good.
out.
Yeah, we'll just
Nice, nice.
delegate a bunch of votes real quick. Knock them out.
I could probably hang out there for a minute and do that with you guys.
Yeah.
Festige, what are you working on the rest of the day? You got a lot more to grind, I'm guessing.
I got probably like an hour or two more of just doing the votes. Like it's pretty quick right now with like going through right now, and I'm not really like focused on it, doing it as efficiently as I could. But after this, I'm just gonna go, and I'll probably take a little break for like 15, 30 minutes, and then go in the other space, vote for vote, and just start cranking out the rest of these votes.
I love it, man. Sean, what are you working on the rest of the evening with your forge time?
Oh man, just some tile upgrades, chill. I'm not doing anything spectacular, but I definitely want to start like plotting some designs down, getting some decorative objects out there. So, just about to embark on that, but get these tiles upgraded, get this final portal upgraded. Hopefully I can do that by the next 2 days, and then start to just play around, build it out.
That's what's up, man. It's definitely a grind. It's more fun than it seems. I promise you guys out there. But for anyone who has heavy metals and doesn't have the time, there's plenty of people in the other Space FM Discord. Nana, myself, Costa even said earlier. I'm sure there's a lot of people you could easily find to delegate your passes to. It's simple enough. I know a lot of people are charging. I'm not saying not to knock the hustle, but there's homies out here who will do it for free who are quite trusted. And other Space FM has a ton of great people. So just wanted to put
For
that out
some
there.
voting power.
Yeah, that's all.
Except, I probably won't take on a forge that has been built out where there's like a million tiles that are just completely unnecessary. Like, yo, if you're gonna delegate from 0. Otherwise, don't mess up.
Yeah.
And,
It really stunts the process. Like
yeah.
the guy I'm playing for, he like went around on a few of them. He like played on like 5 or so the first day, and I'm just like, bro, like he connected like to so much for. There's so many extra tiles. Like
It's gonna slow you down.
Well, that's how it goes sometimes. We'll be back tomorrow, guys, for day 11 with some different community members that come hang out. If you haven't found the link for our Discord, go to otherspace.fm, find our website, go all the way to the bottom. You'll find the Discord link. I think we just went around 800 members, something like that. So we're growing quickly. you know, and mainly because we're having fun and we're vibing, and that's really what it's about. So come have fun, come vibe. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you next time.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Peace.
Peace.
Later, guys.